Welcome back, TorchedFF. I got another tutorial for you today. Torched tutorials. That's kind of whack. So we probably not gonna call it that. You know, you let me know in the comments. All right, but anyway, crow pose. So crow pose can be done a lot of different ways, but first let's start off by warming up our wrists. Whenever you do any inversions, I invite you to warm up your wrists because, you know, we all grow and our bodies do age. And even if they're not, it only takes one false move to mess up a wrist. So knees and heels of the palms are very close together. Shift your shoulders past the fingertips. Feel this stretch here. You can just hang out. You can shift left and right. And use your breath. When we do nuanced things like stretch our wrists, we forget to breathe. I know I do. So be intentional about it and focus on your inhales and your exhales. Flip the fingertips facing your knees, thumbs out to the long edges of the mat. And you can just pedal out here at the elbows. The heel of the hand can stay lifted. Just make sure you keep the finger pads down. Inhales, lean forward. Exhale, lean back. A straighter arm is more intense here. So be kind to your body. Notice what you need and take it. Everything comes with time as long as you stay consistent with it. Now, stack your elbows right above your wrists and flip the palms face the ceiling. If this is too intense, soft bend. Take a breath here. Exhale. Close the fists as much as possible so the back of your hand is down. So it's obviously not going to close. This is as much as I got. You can open your fingertips and close. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last but certainly not least, and there are plenty more. But we'll do this one. Heels of the hands towards one another. Shift to your right and shift to your left. You can just move left to right. You can move front and back here to hit the thumb side and the pinky side, the radial side of your wrist and the ulnar side of your wrist. And then let's add some circles here. So clockwise or counterclockwise. The choice is yours. Only you know, because I can't see you. Take a few rotations each direction. Good, and let's check that out. Check out the wrist, front to back, side to side. Good, now when we're working on crow pose, the foundation of crow pose is chaturanga, high push-up to low push-up. The reason why is that when we have a vertical forearm here, right? So elbow stacked over wrists. This is what makes all of your arm balances available. If your arm is bent like this, a crow pose is not happening. A handstand is not happening. You gotta have, I don't know what's going on, but gravity doesn't work like this, right? So a great way to practice, first, frame the blocks with your thumb and your index finger. Shift the weight forward and bend until your chest meets this block. So notice, elbow stacked over wrist. I could probably pick my hands up off the floor. No, we're gonna fall. But anyhow, firmly pressing into the floor, elbow squeeze back towards your hips, pull the crown of your head forward. Now from here, your elbow stays stacked over your wrists the whole time. So when we take things like crow pose, how I like to get into it. High on your toes and tiptoe towards your hands until you're about halfway to a third up the mat. If you can get very close to your hands and stay onto your toes, awesome, great hamstring flexibility. Squeeze the earth and bring your knees to touch your triceps. Now, the height of my hips is what makes crow pose simple. If you can keep your hips high and squeeze your belly, so core engaged, draw in towards the spine, round through the upper back, and now send your shoulders forward past the fingertips. Your feet will float themselves. When they do, pull them towards one another. Because you are leaning forward, it makes your feet a lot lighter. You can breathe and you can talk. So if you cannot breathe and you cannot speak in crow pose, take it easy. Don't force yourself into something that you're not ready for. Another thing, if you're going to crow pose, you can also take it from this deep squat, malasana. I like a block in front of the face. This is for mental support. You're not going to let yourself fall on your face, but in case you're feeling like that, put a nice squishy block in front of your face. A cork one isn't going to do it for you here. It's just going to bring pain closer to you. Now, knees and triceps connect here. Lift, high on toes, knees and triceps touch. Try to get into your armpits and shift forward. Now, this block is pretty low, so you want to put it at the height that works for you. My forearms are really long, so even reaching my head to this block, it works, but that would be a transition to headstand, for example. Now, another way, if you don't have fear of falling on your face, another way to get your hips high is to stand on a block. So you can elevate your hips by standing on a block. Knees and triceps can get here. An option to walk your hands closer to you. Try to get the elbows and the wrists stacked as best as possible, and then start to bend. And you're already there. And if one block is not enough, feel free to use more than one. If you're at a house with some stairs, you can stand a couple of stairs up and reach for the floor. Option to lean into it. So, crow pose works best when your hips are higher than your elbows and your shoulders. If you start down here, crow pose is very difficult to get into, right? Because what vertical forearm is there from here? Create verticality in the forearms first. High on toes, knees and triceps connect, and lean into crow. It allows you to transition and travel into certain things like this. Feet towards one another, toes point or flex. And you can shoot back to that same chaturanga that prepares you for crow. Great job. Great effort. Now we're going to see it in the flows. Pleasure to have you here. Thanks for showing up for you. Keep sweating. I'll see you in the next practice. Peace and love.